with this lovely game right here. I'm having a lot of fun playing this, and I have news about Black Ops 3. The new DLC for the DLC 3 for what is it called? I don't know the name of it, but it is coming out on July 7th. No, July 12th. The 12th of July. And I will be showing you the new map. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below if you'd like to see gameplay of that whenever it comes out. And oh my god, it looks amazing. Just go look for it. It's amazing. I love it. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Um, oh my god, I'm so pumped for that. Okay, let's see. Let me just pull up my stream so that I can see y'all's comments. If the picture gets a little fuzzy, just check the quality and put it on HD. I was playing whatever the fuck it was. But I believe that's the Pacers that we are going to be playing soon. Yeah, it's going to start out in like poorish quality, but go ahead and change it to 720. You'll get the full picture of everything. It won't go fuzzy. Yeah. Let me just see y'all's comments. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's get this doing. Alright, let's see what we're playing. Wait, who's that? I'm not sure who we're playing. Haven't used this jersey in a while. Let's go with Stretch.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Clippers.
21.7 point game.
For Los Angeles, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers, a huge career high for him, and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Yeah, putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
You know, he's quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that. Let me say it in my Dick Vitale voice. Get ready, baby. He's a PTP, baby. The Freak has arisen.
That was pretty convincing.
Thank you.
I thought he was here.
Not bad at all.
He's not in this game.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Oh, I'm so
and the
ready.
Clippers as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. These guys are...
Motherfucker. Yep, I heard it. Huh. Crowd sound effects, PA volume. Just make sure that the music's off. Seems to be the only option.
No doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
Yeah, Greg, it's been a big-time winning streak. I mean, many of the games haven't even been close during the streak. Needless to say, they're coming into every game now with great confidence and swag.
And the Clippers starting five. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in its small forward. Now, Griffin. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Paul outside from 10 feet out. It's a big height bounce and goes in. Griffin's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Clippers. And Wright kicks to Harden.
Oh, come on, Harden.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Good.
That's
Damn
a quick
it.
bucket there. Solid
Oh,
in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. You can see right there why he does.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And here is Paul. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Picked by Griffin. Off the screen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Wright. 43 points out last game. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on. 4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
There's the dish to Howard. Now here's Wright, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And the shot is good. Wright's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Wright dishes to Howard. Shoots. And again, another one in from Wright. 7 points in the game.
Here we go.
The Clippers in the lead. Paul kicks to Griffin. Trying to find Green. He's got it now.
God damn it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Wright. Wide open. And Houston again with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
What's up, Blue?
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And that one's good, Griffin.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
I love this game, but I hate this game. I know it's giving me. Nice. Thank you for subscribing.
Paul with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Now, here's Howard. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Right for 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. Isolate up top. Spacing.
He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 7th in free throw percentage.
He excels at pump fake before dropping the ball in. Get the strip. Rebounds.
Or you in crunch time.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Decker subbed in for Michael Beasley. White against Weber. Jeff Green on the wing. Here's Griffin. The shot will not go. And Houston the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now Moore. James Harden missing on the three. Griffin down low, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for James Harden. He hits the second from the line. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Beverly against Weber. And that one's good. Beverly. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Weber a screen. Feeds it to Moore. Lets the three fly. And that one's good.
Oh, come on.
Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Right, the pass to Capella. Moore against Wright. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Houston shooting their first free throw tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Rockets making a change here.
Okay.
Goodwin's checked. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Ejuan Moore. J.J. Redick's checked in for Weber. And Chris Paul subbed in for Ennis. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Really.
Thank you.
Just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Paul is doubled. Mozgov dishes to Redick. Paul outside. Jordan the screen. Green against Ariza. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's 6 points for Jeff Green.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up on the floor. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Oh, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself. And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting two guards in the NBA. Number 1, Jamal Crawford. 4th, James Harden.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think even if they get whistled for a fair number of charge calls because of that aggressive mindset, it's worth it. When you're an elite free throw shooter, and these guys are, I think you've always got to be aggressive in trying to get yourself to the foul line.
Here's Wright. 20 points for him. And Harden now, top of the key. Again, the miss by Harden.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E. Shaking his head.
Damn.
Tough miss that
Good
time.
fucking steal. Get it. Get it. There it is.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on the
Nailed that.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Green, no luck. For Houston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Wright buried from 15 feet out. Wright's got 6 here in this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Decker's up in for Michael Beasley. The Clippers also making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Mozgov. Etuan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Weber in for Chris Paul. Now Weber following the three-point attempt by Freak. The kick out to Moore. The 17-footer. James Harden with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good. Right.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The Clippers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
Nope. Over the course of the season, they're a respectable 70.
Ooh, we're barely winning.
And we're through the first half of basketball here.
Ooh, fuck. My computer's freaking out. Oh, shit. Screen's cracked. Those fucking color bars going. God damn. I have the ugly computer at some point. Oh, it's gonna take fucking so much money out of me.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Really an extraordinary game for Wright. 25 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, inside it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Jordan the screen. Harden against Redick. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Jordan. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And that one's good. Right.
Oh, I'm going to take it away.
Three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Oh,
and the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
God damn it.
Clippers trail by 7.
I was expecting
Kicks it to Redick. Pass to Griffin. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And Wright kicks to Harden. Wright with it. He's picked up by Paul. Good.
Nice.
And now it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
They set the pick. Redick passes to Griffin. And the wide open shot from Paul bounces high off the rim and drops.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Houston leading by 7. Passes to Wright. Lets it go from deep. And hit.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Green dishes to Jordan. Puts up the baby hook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That one is off. Mozgov, he's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the second free throw. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Harden. His first shot coming late. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clippers trail by 7. Paul goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 6.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Jordan with the screen on Ariza. Mozgov kicks to Jordan. Green, the pass to Mozgov. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. 5 points in the game.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Harden sets the pick for Wright. Back to Harden. To the inside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The Clippers also making some changes. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Jordan. Weber comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Chris Paul. Here's Ennis. 6 points for him. Mozgov dishes to Moore. Banked in off the glass. Moore's got 5 now.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And here's Ennis. He feeds it to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. Off the pick. No luck. The Rockets go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And I feel they were the superior team, but they didn't take advantage of their opportunities and just could not close that game out.
And, you know, in the last few seconds of a close game, you can forget about who's the favorite, who's the underdog. That's all meaningless stuff. You know, late in the game that's close, it's anybody's ball game.
There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today. Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Ennis in the corner. Takes a 3, and he gets it to go. Ennis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation. on his part.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Howard, the pass to Beverly. Right for three.
Come on, dude.
Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Sabella's got 6.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Wright. Finishes the break with a slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a...
Set me down.
In for Decker. Ariza comes in for Archie Goodwin, and it's Wright in for Patrick Beverly. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Clippers. Weber comes in for J.J. Redick. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Freak, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Wright kicks to Harden.
Harden, quick
Wright
as shit.
dishes to Harden. Ariza against Moore from the wing, and he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Ariza.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Weber, the pass to Paul. Weber with a screen on Harden. Shot clock at 5. And it's Moore penetrating. Excellent D there from Wright.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Yeah, easy call.
Dude.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here.
Damn, I have 40 points.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Decker's checked in for Beasley. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Archie Goodwin in for James Harden. And that one's good. Right.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Clippers trail by 21. Here's Ennis. Decker with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Oh, there it is.
Well, guys, this was
waiting
never
for that.
really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And there's no victory sweeter than beating somebody who's last beaten you. Tonight they'll even things up 1-1 in their 3-game season series against the Clippers.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Wright. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches.
Okay, seriously?
Definitely had the hot hand.
Weber gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now Ennis. Mozgov sets a screen for Ennis. The feed to Red. And stolen by Wright. Fires from deep. Gets it to fall.
Oh, yes!
They're going to walk out of here with
that was a buzzer beater.
Send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
47 points. Holy shit.
The 2K Sports
There's
post-game
no way any
show.
of them would have been able to keep up with me. Dude, that fucking buzzer beater though, Jesus.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for tonight.
Awesome.
Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
What's the Joe doing? God damn, that's good. I got 2 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 47 points. Oh my God. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. I had 44 and then I nailed that 3 at the end. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh. I have to do it. Wait, can I wear that? I wonder. I really wonder if I can actually wear that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? So they have a Gatorade shirt somewhere. There it is. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, man, that looks good. Good, good, good. Okay, bottoms. Let's go with these. Headwear. Nothing good on that, but I'm gonna wear that. Oh, yeah. Just work on my threes real quick. Alright. Seems like I have my threes down. Yep, I got my threes down. Let's get that flash little dunk in there. Come on now. There it is. Alright, who are we playing now? The Spurs. Ooh, it's an away one too. Alright, let's go. Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We have started the big countdown, and the hour is almost here. But before we celebrate at midnight, we welcome you to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is very exciting.
Yes.
And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Well, for San Antonio, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. We'll be watching Dwight Howard patrolling the paint tonight. He's no longer the unquestioned best center in the NBA, but there are times, Shaq, where he can still be a dominant force.
Yeah, you know, he still has that physical advantage, Ernie, against 99% of the guys in the post. That's what I've been saying for a long time. And he does this every now and then, but that's what I've been saying for a long time. 28 and 10, I think he could do it. And every now and then, he can do that.
Well, Superman is in the building.
Don't you say it.
Okay,
Don't you say it.
Okay, I thought he was.
If
but
you say it again, I'm going to reach across this table.
I will say it anymore.
Okay.
But his defense is still huge, and that also can win basketball games. And he has been a defensive stopper regardless of his offensive efforts.
I'll let you say it one more time.
All right, let's get into the game.
It's a view here of the gorgeous Riverwalk, always a top destination here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center.
Ready? Come on, Howard.
You look at the Rockets. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated home state.
This team has already played well, and it really believes that it can get business taken care of on the road, too. So they don't have any worries when they go away from home.
Not yet, in any way, but that could change
in
the first few games of this.
Don't say it again.
This road trip don't go according to plan. It served them very well to start things off on the right foot here, though, today.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Wright in at the 1. Now, Wright after LaMarcus Aldridge's three-pointer that didn't go.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Felton against Wright. Felton dishes to Ginobili. Aldridge with a screen on Harden. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Here's Wright. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is.
Drown that.
Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Harden. Finished off the break. Harden's got 5 now.
He tried
a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Felton with the ball. Now Wright defended. No good from Duncan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
He had a nice open look right.
What's up, Karen?
Right there. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
K.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Duncan with a screen on Ariza. Felton kicks to Duncan. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. The offensive rebound. Leonard.
Oh, come
it's
on.
good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Right from outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Wright's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Felton against Wright.
Okay, hang on, but
Felton kicks to Aldridge. The baseline jumper goes.
hang on, guys. I'll be right back. So loud. Holy hell. Already just kicking shit around. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Goes down. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
Ariza outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Feeds to Wright. The 3.
Fuck.
San Antonio with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Harden the pass to Wright. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Felton dishes to Ginobili. Ariza against Duncan. Pass to Felton. And the Spurs scoring again.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
It's Harden with the drive. A wide open look here for Wright. Buries the long-range jumper. Wright's got 6.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Leonard. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Now here's Wright after the miss from Raymond Felton. And he gets the bucket.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs Dance Team.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about this. I need to turn that off.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor.
Oh, my God.
Spurs also changing it up. Aldridge comes in for David West. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Houston with a big group substitution.
Oh, come on, dude. Really?
He's checked in for Decker. Ariza comes in for Corey Brewer.
James
Harden is checked in for Goodrich. And it's Wright in for Patrick Beverly. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then it's Freak. And it's Capella in at the 4 slot. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets leading by 12.
Let's try this again.
Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far.
Let's see where they're trying to put me.
Out to the wing. Here's Ariza. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Ariza's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. Felton against Wright. Screen by Duncan. Ball's knocked loose. And now here comes Wright leading the break. And he gets the bucket. Wright's got 8 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Rockets?
I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That was
and let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke.
Shit out of that.
Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 47 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take
Howard, what are you doing?
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 14.
They don't.
Outside, Felton. Aldridge a screen. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
Right for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Diaw with the screen on Wright. And the foul called on Freak.
Fuck you.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Leonard, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the triple. No good. Felton with some nice D. Spurs trail by 17. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Harden against Ginobili. 5 to shoot. Aldridge a screen. Leaner from distance. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got to look.
What was that? What's up, MP3?
They wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication.
Jesus!
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
San Antonio making a switch here. West is checked in, and then for Houston, Cabella's checked in, and Corey Brewers subbed in for Trevor Ariza. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward.
Let's see, double team. Don't gamble on blocks and steals when the game is in his hands.
Through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
I thought we had 22 for a
Rockets
second.
leading by 15.
I was confused.
And Wright kicks to Harden.
2 minutes.
Wright outside. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Here's Howard. Soft touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Ginobili kicks it to West. Felton against Wright. Felton goes in.
God damn. Okay, I'm back.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Rockets ahead, up 19. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Coach, you're going to...
What is the Spurs mascot? Is that a fox? No. Probably is. Okay. Come on. Let's go and skip that. You know what? He'll always say the same thing.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast.
Really an extraordinary game for Wright. 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Field Up for the second half. On the floor for San Antonio, Manu and Kawhi.
What's my overall? I have an 88 overall.
Filling out the perimeter. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Felton in at the 1 spot. Right from outside. That's good. Wright's got 16.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Aldridge with a screen on Wright. Felton the pass to Aldridge. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
3-pointer right. The shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. Spurs trail by 18. Felton dishes to Leonard. Here's the screen. Felton kicks to Aldridge. Offensive rebound. Good D by Harden.
Oh, that's Terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Wright, the pass to Beasley. Clock at 6. Back to Wright. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Rockets score.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Wright against Felton. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the foul called on Freak.
Oh, come
That's
on.
his third foul of the game. Felton against Wright. Felton goes in. He used that pick to perfection. Felton's got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
From the corner. The rebound by the Spurs. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup.
Was not ready for that.
And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Right for 3, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 21 points for Freak.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Aldridge with a screen on Wright. Felton with the ball. Beasley covering. Howard with the steal. Here's Wright. That one's good from the corner. Wright's got 23.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good.
Yes, I believe it's an 88. How do I see?
In their last game.
I guess so. Sure. Yeah. It should be an 88 overall. Come on.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Felton. How last month turned out for him. Averaging 5 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential clearly, but it's raw, unrefined. He needs to keep polishing it up.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, there's
well,
the flashiness.
One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now it's 27 points for Freak.
Yeah.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
Got it for free.
In second, the Rockets. Number 5, the Spurs.
Great play from both of these teams in the open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
It was in the PlayStation Plus.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And then for Houston, Decker's checked in for Howard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. And so here is Houston. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
West setting the pick for Felton. West up on top. 4 on the clock. Deep 2 from Anderson. Drops one in from the wing. Anderson's got 7 points.
That is a tough shot.
Right, left side. No one covered.
Wide open.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. West a screen on Beverly. Outside.
Who's they having me cover? Jesus. Covering this dude.
West a screen on Beverly. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Marjanovic. Rebounded by Capella.
Nice.
Capella's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Right outside. On the wing, Brewer. Launches it. Can't get it to go. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. There's a screen. Felton kicks it to West. Rebounded by Capella.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
There's the bucket, good. 31 points for Freak.
Nice.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Felton dishes to West. Baseline jumper. West missing again.
Oh, Jesus.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Rockets ahead, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway.
7 foot, 300 pounds, 88 overall. Nice. I have a point guard that's 5'10". I think he's 185.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter.
Oh my goodness.
Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Wright in at the point. Sinks the 3-pointer. Wright's got 34
nailing these
points.
threes this
And
game.
he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Screen by Duncan.
Ow.
Ariza against Leonard.
You ain't going anywhere, boy.
6 to shoot. It's the outside fadeaway.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Houston moving it around to the right side. Right, that's a 2-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 36 points for Freak.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. On the wing, Harden. The 11-footer. Here's Wright. And Houston again with the bucket.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage
That was a good three.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
He feeds it to Beasley.
What the
And
fuck
Wright
you doing?
kicks to Beasley.
Stop it!
In the corner, Harden shoots from 12, and it's Houston with another.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him,
about 200 VC for this game. Damn.
It is never going to be an easy night for you.
Dishes to Duncan.
Okay, so he's going to keep on.
Anderson outside, and the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Duncan kicks to Anderson. Green, the screen. Leonard, that's for 2. And another basket for San Antonio.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
In the corner, Harden.
Fuck, dude.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
There's the 40.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Wright. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Anderson against Harden. Left side Anderson. Pass to Duncan. The shot no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Three-pointer right. San Antonio with the rebound. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
Nice. 3 steals, Jesus.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now, that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
It's a great
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal,
So it seems
Kevin
like the more
Harlan,
I'm playing,
and our illustrious
the more points I'll
2K Sports
accumulate.
crew. This is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Because I think that's the 3rd, maybe 4th game that I've gotten over 40 points with. And a happy new year to you too, game. 3 steals, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and 43 points. That's great. Taking a lot of shots. Jesus. Okay, let's see if they fucking do a little interview again. Prime time. I have to see what that badge is. Deadeye. Nice. Yeah, and like the more you play, you'll have like more stuff to do. Nope. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to next. So it's an off day. Warriors play. No endorsements. Actually, oh shit. There's one. Barrington offers 1 event in the next 7 off days. Alright, I'll do that one. When does that do? January? Oh shit, dude, I have plenty of fucking time to do that. Warriors My Court floor package. I'll do that. Social butterfly. Yeah, and I'm going to see what that is. Complete complete 10 connection events in my career. Nice. Awesome. That's fucking awesome. Alrighty. I think he broke 200. Yeah, I don't really play much golf. Nice, okay. So, let's actually see what this looks like. Set a floor package or something like that. Backboard, ball, floors, here we go. Set of warriors. Which one is that? What was this? That's graffiti. No, I don't want that. Spurs. Oh no, that's the ballers. Flyers, and that's the other one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Nice! Golden State Warriors floor package. That's awesome. That is awesome. No, I'm gonna go and flash that. Because one of y'all was wanting me to play with the Warriors, but they didn't really have a high points per game, or no, minutes per game for me. So I went with the Rockets, and now I have a floor package just to be part of that. There we go. Holy hell, that was bright. Jesus, that is bright. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you all have enjoyed. If y'all have, then hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Whenever this gets uploaded, don't forget to comment on there too. Like, just to, like, y'all are doing fantastic. It's awesome. I'm loving it. And I hope you all have a great day.